It was an event to promote body positivity at any size, nicknamed Fatcon. Actually, that's the official name, right?
That's the name.
Fatcon. And held on Friday, and KIRO Newsradio's Micki Gamez talked to one of the participants. So was this a big hit?
Well, it was a big hit. The Seattle's Fatcon sold out. It was a weekend event, and the event manager, Mix Pucks Aplenty, says about 300 patrons visited from all over the world. The Fatcon had a panel of doctors, other providers, food vendors, performers, and more. Pucks
is the name?
Pucks,
okay.
Her preferred name.
Okay.
Mix Pucks Aplenty, but Pucks, her preferred name, says the event is here to stay. And we had to ask, why the name the Fatcon?
Fat's just a descriptor. And I think that fat has been thrown at people of size as a way to tear us down, as a way to invalidate our humanity.
Yeah, so Puck says,
I am fat, I am tall, I am black. These are things that describe who I am. And so I think that by calling it Fatcon, we're taking the sting out of that word.
Yeah, she says fat critics who say the event is unhealthy or want to picket the event because it promotes obesity are the ones with the real issues here.
I think it's an unhealthy lifestyle to get on the internet and dehumanize people because you aren't attracted to those people.
And
I know that there are a lot of folks talking about, but what if there was a FinCon? That would be like fat phobic.
Yeah, well, she says there are conventions that cater to thinner people.
Fat folks aren't going out and picketing those events. We don't care. Do your health and wellness.
And they had health and wellness doctors at the Fatcon. And Normandy Park resident Emily Strovey attended the Fatcon. And according to her, there were no protesters outside the event, which they were expecting protesters.
I can't
believe
imagine
that.
Protesting somebody.
I know. She says,
life.
I know. She says the event was epic because
it made me feel so, and I'm probably going to sit here and get emotional, but it made me feel so recognized and so seen.
And Strovey says,
I am a fat woman, but I'm an amazing fat woman. And because of the title of that con and that event, I'm trying to take back that word and what that means to me.
So,
what are your thoughts, Micki? You've shared your weight loss journey with us a lot, and you know, is it Ozempic or Mounjaro that you're Mounjaro, which is the weight loss. So, what are your thoughts on this? I don't necessarily think any of us should say anything about this. You're the one who can talk about it the most because you're open about your weight loss.
Well, listen, unless you've been extremely overweight, I don't believe that you should have an opinion of how people lose weight or how people, decide to live their lives. I mean, when I was interviewing I saw both women on camera. They are beautiful women. They both describe themselves as, first I'm this, first I'm that, then I'm fat. Fat is just a description word for them, and what they really want to do is take the power away from it. I personally, I don't like the word fat. I think it's mean. I think because of the fact that I was called fat so much growing up, and I was overweight. So I like to be kind when using descriptor words to describe people who aren't thin, obese. Yeah.
I mean, I long have done away with the thinking of body shape equals health or unhealthy, but everybody's bodies are different. You can be, 3 times the size that I am and be able to lift more weight, run longer distances, and, have more stamina because we're all shaped different.
Right,
It's
exactly.
ridiculous to think otherwise.
Yeah, and they were a little concerned about protesters because they saw and read all the opposition that was out there. Oh, you're promoting, unhealthy living and lifestyle and being fat is ugly and all those things. And what this organization tried to do is just to say, no, you can be fat and beautiful at the same time. And so, kudos to them, the Fatcon. I may not agree with the name because that word was just, I heard it a lot growing up.
It sounds like they're promoting binge eating, but you're saying no, they're not.
No, they're not promoting binge eating at all. And you know what? You don't have to be fat and be a binge eater. You could be, fat because obesity is a disease. And just like any other disease, you have to get treatment for it. And I did ask them a little bit about that. Do you think that obesity is a disease? And Pucks didn't really want to go that route, but said, hey, I'm beautiful, any size, stop labeling me and let me celebrate my size.
My body.
Yeah.
Yeah.